Hello internets, it's time for a brand new vlog. So, something kind of came on my mind today that I'd like to talk about a little bit. And it's something that kind of annoys me, but something I kind of do like at the same time, but you don't see it happen all too much. And this is probably going to anger, some of the other, PC master race gamers, but I don't care, because, I'm an all-around gamer. I don't... The only thing is I don't primarily play games on the PC because I can't. Some games I can. The smaller games I can play just fine. Because I'm not a tech guy. I am not a computer expert or anything like that. And what always kind of gets my goat is a game comes out. Usually, of course, it's a small title. It's a digital-only title. Maybe it's in early access, or who knows. And I have interest in playing it. Like hell, when I first heard about System Shock 2, and I saw, all these screenshots for it, and this was, like, years after System Shock 2 had already come out. And I had heard about it online, I'd seen videos of it, saw the whole, Shodan revealed video of it. It's like, wow, this game looks awesome and terrifying, and it had never really been available digitally for a while. The only version of it that you could get was a physical copy, or if you probably hacked it or something like that. And a physical copy went for quite a lot because it's a pretty rare game these days. Well, eventually websites like Good Old Games and eventually Steam got digital copies of System Shock 2. And I was like, oh, right, great, I can play it. Oh. I'm horribly intimidated by the controller outlet, specifically for the fact that you can't play System Shock 2 with a controller. You have to play it with the keyboard. And since I'm a console gamer, I prefer to have that controller. And I remember trying to see if I could map the controls to specific keys, something that would be appropriate for me, and it just wasn't. And so, more to the point of, that there's that, but there was also the fact, too, that what kind of annoys me from time to time is a game comes out. It's only on Steam at first, and you really want to play it. So you buy it, you play it, you like it. And eventually, that game obviously becomes popular enough, or maybe there was a deal made where it was a timed exclusive or something like that, where eventually it also comes to the consoles. Like hell, I bought Shovel Knight originally on Steam. Now it's on the Wii U, it's on the PlayStation 3. So I ended up buying it twice. Actually, and but I've bought multiple copies of games before. Hell, like I've said in other earlier vlogs, I own 3 copies of Chrono Trigger. So, but it's just kind of an annoying thing that just tends to happen. And something else that like there's another game that I have on my wish list on Steam called Dex. It started off as an early access game where they were still working on it. And it looked really interesting. It had a few of its little problems that were hopefully going to be worked on. It's a side-scrolling cyberpunk game, and me being a Shadowrun fan, anything that has cyberpunk in it or says, this is a cyberpunk-style game, has my interest. And I really wanted to play it, but it was early access, and you always hear a lot of bad or really misleading stories about early access. And so, and I only really bought, I think, 1 or 2 early access games, and they were good. And then the rest of the time, I would just kind of stay away and just say, well, I'm going to wait until this is finished. And it's finished, it's done, but from what I've read, it's also coming to the Wii U this summer. So I'm just going to wait till it comes to the Wii U, and then I'll download it and buy it. And, I mean, I kind of wish that that more games were universal. That more games were playable for everyone. And I know that there are a lot of people, specifically as I've seen, it's mostly PC users, who don't like the idea of games, or I guess anything, being universal. Where anybody can play it or use it. And I have to wonder, why? Why are you against other people who have interest, want to play it, but can't because they're held back, by the technology? Because part of the problem is that also, like the last big game I tried to play on my computer that I couldn't was the remake of Shadow Warrior, and I played the demo and it just lagged like hell on my computer. And I don't know specs, I don't know such things, and I know some friends of mine would tell me, oh, well, all you gotta do, is buy yourself a video card. I'm pretty sure it's not that simple, and from what I've seen about some video cards, they're pretty damn expensive, especially for someone like me, who has a day job and works every single day. So, and I don't want to have to go into my computer and try to install this shit myself, and then find that, oh, it still doesn't work, because I did that for a little while. I did try adding memory and a few other things like that to my computer, and it didn't do shit. So I wasted money on parts for nothing, ostensibly. So that's why I prefer consoles. It's very simple. You just buy a game, you put it in, and you can fucking play it. That's it. No complicated bullshit systems, though you do still have to install, update, and wait, but, I'll take that over this complicated system of a computer, where, oh, well, you need to update this, you gotta update this too, you gotta update this, you gotta install this, and so, yeah, but that's just my limitation. And I can see a problem with the console in that every couple of years, there's a console update in that you gotta buy this brand new piece of hardware. But isn't that also the same with the PC? In that you need to buy other PC parts? You need to buy a new video card, you need to buy some more memory, you need to... I don't know how complicated it gets. I know a friend of mine, some years ago, made his own gaming PC from a lot of parts. I don't know how much it cost. It's probably quite a bit, especially for probably some of the type of games that he used to play. Games like Rome Total War and such like that. And he used to play games on his PC a lot. Of course, now he probably doesn't get to that much, because it's hard to do those sort of things when you're married and you got kids and you got a job and you go to school and, oh, the pressures of adulthood. Not that I have a problem with that, because I have nothing. So, but yeah, I just don't get why some people don't like the idea that they prefer exclusion, of other people. People who would like to be more in on it, but can't because they're limited by the technology, or by the understanding of the technology. And I wish more games were universal. You know what else I really want? And this might be blasphemy, and I'm sorry, you can hear my grandmother shouting at the dog in the background. I want a System Shock remake. I do. I want the company who made BioShock, all those spiritual successors. I really want a System Shock remake, 1 and 2. I want a remake with with high-res graphics and wide console and PC release. Of course, you can already play the originals. Well, you can't play System Shock 1 from Steam or Good Old Games, but I'm sure you can find some digital copies out there if you're willing to hack it. But yeah, I would love a remake of System Shock. Nothing too different. Same story, same gameplay. Just just the up-res graphics and released on all consoles and PC. That'd be pretty damn cool. But we may never see that. So anyway, that was a little mini rant, and I'm gonna stop now because the dog is barking like hell. I'm sure it's just fucking annoying on the camera. It's annoying to me anyway. So take that with what you will. Those are just kind of my thoughts on the whole thing. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. You guys take care. Have a good one.